Hi, everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So, I have two similar stories today that I don't want to create separate videos for because these two guys are saying the same thing. Take a look.
See, this right here is just why the dating market is just so bad right now. You know, regular guys, fellas, even me, 6'8", about to be a multi-millionaire doctor, huge platform, hardworking, intelligent man. I can't even get a woman to cook for me. All these things I did for her. It's like, and I only knew this girl for like 10 days, bro. And I ain't tripping or anything, but it's just like, it's crazy. I put this out there to let you guys know that it's across all men. What are you bringing to the table? You know, I've done all of this, and what have you done for me? You can't even make me a meal? But it's just, it's incredible, man. It's just ridiculous.
As a man, can you imagine being told by a woman you're dating and no longer dating that you're undeserving of the bare minimum? No. Just for context, explain. I own my own home. I cook. I clean. I run the entire household. I also drove her from point A to point B in my Mercedes Benz at that. Just, not a flex, just a context. No flex. And I was just told by her, in order for her to contribute in the household in not a monetary way at all, because also she doesn't live by herself. I don't want to say it like this, but she didn't finish school. She doesn't have a career. And all I ask is to wash the dishes after I cook, to help me maintain the household that I own, right? I'm not asking you for anything.
You invited her.
But if you want to be my girlfriend, and she says she wants a relationship out of me, but there's certain tiers that I have to get to.
Yeah. Now, for the second guy, he ended up taking down the video after people started coming for him. And also, the lady in question did a response video to his video. So take a look at that as well.
This man got on the internet because I didn't want to wash his dishes. He made a video about me, and I have a lot to say. Me and him dated for about 2 months in total, on and off. In this video, he stated how I said he's undeserving of the bare minimum, which I never said. I said there's different tiers to a relationship, and the same way you wouldn't do certain things for a friend, but you would for your best friend, is the same concept when it comes to relationship. And the fact that you have to state, oh, I didn't have a career, I didn't finish school. You know my situation. You know why I said things, and you know that it hurts me, the fact that I don't want to cry. But you know the situation, why that is. So for you to come up here and state that to belittle me was hurtful, and that was a low blow. And if that's something you didn't want to deal with, then you could have just left. We also said that, I cook, I clean, I maintain my household, your household. He said, all I ask is for her to wash the dishes. I wash the dishes. I never had a problem washing said dishes. I just want to add, he has a dishwasher, okay? You had the people in the comments, the men, eating it up. I was like, damn, she couldn't even. But you're not correcting them. You're just letting them roll with that story. That's crazy to me. That's what really pissed me off. I'll sit up there and act like I never asked, like, hey, what do you need help with? Like, oh, what do you have to do today so that I can help? Do you need help in the kitchen? Like, I would ask, what do you need help with? Because I do not live with you. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't know what you have to do because I don't live there. Like, if I lived there, I'd be like, oh, this gotta be done. But I don't. So if you do not tell me what you need help with, I cannot help you. And that's just what it is, especially since I don't live with you. Saw him in the comments was like, yeah, she was even doing her laundry at my house. Yeah, and I did yours too because I was already doing laundry. It didn't matter. Whatever. Honestly, I didn't see the red flags, but I wanted to make it work. For you to come on the internet and make a claim and then have everyone coming at me, but you turned the comments off because the girls was eating you up, because really and truly, I didn't have to do those things. I did them because I wanted to. So I don't like that narrative that you painted.
Imagine listening to all these men on the internet who advise men on what makes you a high value man and so on and so forth. And it's surprising to them that they go into the real world, meet women who are not acting or behaving the way that these men have been told that women are going to behave if they check all these boxes, like go to school, check, have a nice apartment, check, take her on a date, pay for her nails, and automatically women are going to be, number one, spreading their legs, coming into their house and assuming the roles of their maids, of their chefs, and so on and so forth. And they are surprised that these women are not falling for it and they don't want to do that. So it's like, how dare you? How dare you women? I mean, look at me. I'm a doctor. I mean, look at me. I have a fancy car. I live in a nice apartment. And you, who has not even completed your education, you're coming here and you're not even offering to wash the dishes. Like, I cooked for you. You're supposed to be washing the dishes. And the ladies are like, absolutely not. We are not doing any of these things. You know, because for once, we want the content of your content. Like, what makes you who you are? We know about love bombing. We know about manipulation tactic. We know that you watch most of these red pillars and you agree with them. We know that your whole personality is your apartment and your car and your job. So what else is there to you? Now, if you want to spend money on me, yeah, I'll be kind enough to take your money, but don't expect me to come to your house to cook and clean for you. Let's get into what people have to say, and I'm going to come back and talk some more. And leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you.
That I have to get to.
So now I need to know what you all think, of course, because if you heard the video, he invited this young lady to his home, right? His home that he maintains. So what I don't understand is why you're expecting wifely duties from someone that you're just courting at the moment. If this is the standard, we're all fucked. And to bring up the fact that she didn't finish school, no job, drove her around in your Benz, it just seems a little shallow to me. Talking about for context. Well, the beginning of my video was for context too. Now, since he's posted the video, he deleted it. It received too much negative backlash, but I got it before it got gone. There's just no way that I'd invite someone to my home that I pay for and expect them to wash dishes after I've cooked for them. Now, if they do it on their own accord, just to be kind, great, but I would never expect that from someone, and neither should you.
I knew it. When I was watching that video, that man talking about how his girl or ex-girl wouldn't wash the dishes, like he was cooking and cleaning and doing all this stuff, and all he asked was for her to wash the dishes. I knew he was leaving a bunch of context out. I knew that he was actually the villain in the story. I knew it. One major red flag, he kept saying, he said, oh, well, she didn't finish school. She doesn't have a career. She doesn't live alone. Mind you, they're in New York. A bunch of people don't live alone in New York. And I'm like, why did you bring that up? Did you bring that up to shame her? Are you trying to say you lowered your standards to be with her? Like, what was the point? Anywho, she posts a video. She says they only dated for 2 months. I don't know about you. If I just started dating somebody, we 2 months in, we're not even girlfriend or boyfriend. You're not in my home, let alone washing dishes in my house. Strange. But she said they only dated for 2 months. She would ask him, is there anything I can do to help? You know, when she was in his house, when he would do certain things. And she said there's tiers to dating. That's true. Everybody knows that. You don't just start dating and do all of this stuff and go above and beyond for somebody off rip. Even most men know that. They don't go and spend $1,000 on a girl in the first week of dating. There's layers to it. As you see, like, oh, okay, she she wifey material, I'm gonna buy her this, I'm gonna do that. Like, as things progress. And I just knew, I love my intuition is always right. I knew he was the bad guy. And he deleted his video, okay? And that girl was telling her story and her voice cracked a little bit because she felt like so embarrassed. I said, ugh, man.
And no longer dating, that you're undeserving of the bare minimum.
I'm not gonna lie. I guarantee you I'm not the only one who was thinking this. When I saw that beautiful black girl with that thick, beautiful, curly, coarse hair, I did not know it was for him. It doesn't give me I like black women vibe. When he was describing the situation, and I finally put 2 and 2 together because she popped up on our For You page, it brought me aback. Honestly, this is good for a specific person, okay? I wouldn't say that's an L.
Dating market is just so bad right now. You know, regular guys, fellas, even me, 6'8", about to be a multi-millionaire doctor, huge platform, hardworking, intelligent man. I can't even get a woman to cook for me. All these things I did for. It's like, and I only knew this girl for like 10 days, bro. I ain't tripping or anything, but it's just like, it's crazy. I put this out there to let you guys know that it's across all men. What are you bringing to the table? You know, what I've done all of this and what have you done for me? You can't even make me a meal, but it's just, it's incredible, man. It's just ridiculous.
And when we say the dating pool has piss in it, this is what we are referring to. You love bombed a woman for just over a week and you are already looking for someone to serve your ass. Why? And then you have the nerve to list his piss poor ass resume. I'm 6'8". I'm a doctor. I have a huge platform. I'm intelligent. Saying all of that while clearly being emotionally unintelligent is wild. I'm almost a millionaire. Well, if you're almost a millionaire, why don't you hire a fucking chef? You've known this woman for just over a week and already you're looking for someone to be your fucking servant? What, you gonna ask her to wash your drawers next week? Like, this is also crazy to me because there are women out there who are actively looking to be a manservant. There's so many pick-me-shins out there who would love to wash your drawers and clean and cook and do nothing more than to be of servitude to you. And even aside from the pick-me-shins, there are regular everyday women out there who enjoy homemaking, who want to cook, who want to clean for you, who want to do all of these things that you're looking for. But that's not the type of woman these type of niggas be, these Kevin Samuels type of niggas, that's not the kind of women they be looking for. It is all about the power struggle. They're looking for someone to humble in some way or another. It is almost sport for some of these niggas to undertake a bad bitch and to love bomb her into submission. It is like the math ain't mathing. Again, you're telling me that you have known her for a week and some change, and already you want her to be cooking for you? I'm speechless. Anytime I hear somebody ask the question, what are you bringing to the table? That is all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear, Bookie Butt. Blocked.
I can't even get a woman to cook for me. All these things I did for her. It's like, I don't.
You know, I need y'all to stop thinking because y'all sound good on paper that means you are good, because obviously something's wrong with you. And with this particular gentleman, he may have all those attributes and be nice to look at, but just from hearing himself talk about himself, I wouldn't want to date him. And I'm sure he ain't looking my way, but still, I ain't looking at his way either. Not once you open your mouth and you're so sure of yourself, and yet you don't seem to understand why there's not a woman out there that likes you for who you are. And one of those things that, you can't put on paper is somebody's self-awareness. That's just one of those things that you learn about someone when you spend some time with them or you hear them speak. I don't even know this guy, but just hearing him speak, he obviously don't have no self-awareness, because you would have to know why women don't like you in that way. And just from the outside looking in, I can sit here and say, you out here tricking off on a particular type of woman, whatever that type is, you ain't her type. And you out here tricking off on her because he said he only knew the woman for 10 days. You tricked off on her and you thought she was going to do something for you when you was doing everything for her without requiring anything before. And I'm wondering if he even asked her to do anything for him, or if he was just expecting her to do something. But I need men to realize there are women out here who just gonna use you. Not most women, not all women, but there are women who, if you want to get used, they're gonna use you. And you out here acting like you just want to get used. You're not acting like you don't sound like you're looking for a real relationship. Because a real relationship doesn't mean that she's gonna always make you a sandwich or some shit. Like, that's not a relationship. Furthermore, if that's all you want from somebody, there's plenty of people out there you can pay to make you a motherfucking sandwich. You out here talking about you about to be a millionaire and all this other shit. You got more than enough money to hire somebody to make your ass a sandwich. And if you wanted a woman who was just gonna do things for you, do nice things for you, or just be caring in that way, then you would approach dating in a different way. Like, this is not how you approach dating, just tricking off your money on her in the first 10 days. Furthermore, in the age of social media, I know people love to say social media ain't real and all this kind of stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of those women that you are dating are finding your TikTok page and seeing how you worship Kevin Samuels and seeing your mindset, and they're being cautious of that. So they're using you for your money because you're a trick, obviously. You're a trick ass nigga. Like, you're just spending all your money on a woman that you've only known for a couple days. Anyway, so you're doing that, and then you're online talking about on this Kevin Samuels type shit. And I'm pretty sure if Kevin Samuels were live, he would whack you. He would get you real good. You out here tricking off on a woman that you just met? You out here tricking on a woman that you just... He would tear your ass up. And anybody that's like you, he would tear y'all up, especially with all those attributes that you listed about yourself. He would tear you up. So, like I said, sound good on paper, nice to look at up here. It ain't nothing but a bunch of doctor terms up there. It ain't nothing else up there, apparently, because you seem to lack self-awareness, brother. And that's just from the outside looking in.
Guys, fellas, even me, 6'8", about to be a multi-millionaire, doctor, huge platform.
You know what's crazy? Whenever I go to describe myself, or talk about myself, the first thing that I talk about is that I'm a good friend, that I'm a good sister, I'm a really good listener, I'm kind, I am truthful, sometimes, a little too truthful. I never lead with the fact that I'm pretty. I never lead with the fact that I'm a physician. I never lead with the amount of money that I make. It's just not the things that I consider when I'm talking about myself, when I'm bragging about myself, when I'm considering the things that I like about myself. And so when I see this young man get online talking about how hard it is for dating, considering all of his like wonderful attributes, you know, he's super tall, he's an anesthesiology resident, he has a high earning potential. Are you going to talk about how you treat women? Are you going to talk about, you know, your conversation skills, whether or not you are friendly, whether or not you're respectful, you know, are you funny? Are you going to talk about anything else other than those superficial things that really aren't going to matter in the long run? Are you, or is that all you have to offer? And I mean this with all due respect, because I know there's been lots of responses, lots of comments on this video, on his take. And I just want us to, you know, be a little bit better when we're thinking and talking about ourselves. Let's step away from the superficial. And then if you are in the dating pool, I want you to understand that if someone is only providing those superficial things to you, then it's okay not to want to go deep with them, if you're catching my drift. Because like after 10 days, if all that, you know, he has to offer is that he's tall and that, you know, in the long run he's going to be making a lot of money, yeah, why would I want you in my home? Why would I be, you know, doing something as intimate as cooking for you, or, you know, like, why? You know, I just can't even imagine. Yuck, I can't even imagine getting a text like that asking me to, you know, because like why not talk about your other traits, your other attributes? Yuck.
Now, the first guy reminds me of that Dr. Elam guy who went on that Pop the Balloon, and his whole personality is he's a doctor, and when he talks, nobody should talk. Wanted all the women there to be, you know, kneeling down, bowing down, licking his feet. He was a Ghanaian, I suppose, and this one is a Nigerian. Yeah. So this is their whole personality is I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist, and so on and so forth. Because somebody told them that all it takes for a man to find a woman who is going to do everything for them is for them to complete their education, get a nice car, and get a place of their own. And automatically women are supposed to be lining up and signing up to be their mates and having them walk all over them whenever they please. And men like this, they are going to be very abusive. The other guy, the second guy, if you're friends with a guy like this, you already know. Number one, your secret is not safe with him. All it takes is for you guys to have a little bit of a fallout, and all your dirty laundry will be out there in the public. Even if you don't have a fallout, he'll be telling people everything about you. So you have to be careful about the things you share with him. So imagine him being your boyfriend. Imagine him being your husband. When he feels a bit insecure, he's going to find ways and means to use your situation to make him feel good about himself, to boost his ego. And that's the kind of guy you're going to be dealing with. Red flags. Be wary of these type of guys whose whole personalities are their jobs, their cars, and their houses. They don't have any respect for women. They don't care about women. They don't like women. This goes to prove what we were talking about yesterday as well. Most of them do not like women. They don't love women. They love what a woman can do for them in terms of sex and domestic labor, free domestic labor. Do you understand? So when you know these things, like I said yesterday, you know how to better negotiate for yourself. And also, you know not to be impressed by those things, because now you're looking at depth. You're just not looking at the physical attributes. Oh, I'm 6'8", I'm a doctor, I have a nice apartment, and I'm almost a millionaire. No, you're not looking at that. You're looking behind the veil. You're looking behind the makeup. They tell us most of the times to take off our makeup so they can see who we are. Yes, that's their makeup. The car, the apartment, the almost a millionaire, those are their makeup, you know? So now you want them to take off the makeup so you can see who they truly are, right? And if they can't show you that bit, you already know, you know? And if they do show you a slight bit of it, you can make your own decision. And there are some guys out there, like in the second guy's case, he loves women who he believes are beneath him. Someone will ask, so why don't you go after someone who has also completed their education, who has their own place, doesn't live with other people, and so on and so forth? But they know those women will not take it, right? So in their minds, they're going to come for a woman who they believe is beneath them. So that woman will come in and will automatically assume the role because she hasn't seen the things he has before. Well, if you are one of those guys with that kind of mindset, you are in for a surprise. It's because these day and age women, they don't care. I'm going to leave it here. You leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'm going to see you again in another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.